Hi there, I'm Lois from Lois Empowerment. It's my name, but it also stands for Loving Our Infinite Self. And as an empowerment coach, my sole purpose really is to help people really discover who they are inside, to live more fulfilling lives, to empower themselves, and to literally just grab life by the balls and go for it. Um, I'll tell you a bit about myself first of all. So, I have been on a spiritual awakening journey for a little while since lockdown, but it was really kicked into gear when I met my twin flame in 22. And so, since December 22, I have been on a full on spiritual awakening journey. Fun times. Anybody else that's been on one, you'll know. But I'm pleased to say I am kind of out the other side of it. I've gone through the ego deaths, gone through the shadow work, the inner child healing, and everything else that kind of comes along with it. And now is about integration. So I have been pushed, and anyone on a spiritual awakening journey will know, eventually you get pushed by your higher self to start fulfilling your purpose. And there will be so many people thinking, why am I here? What's my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing in life? Sometimes it's not anything major. You're not necessarily meant to, go out and cure cancer or, you know, fly a rocket to Mars or whatever that may be. Your purpose can simply be having children. It could be rescuing animals. It could be volunteering at an old person's home. Most of what our purpose is about, serving our community, serving the greater good. And so this is why I created this channel. But these videos are slightly different, and I'm feeling quite excited and quite nervous. But this is April 8th, and it is the full moon and solar eclipse. So this feels like the perfect time to share this and announce this. But basically, I have been channeling a lot this past year. And I was just sharing it with my own little soul tribe, my fellow spiritual people, and not really sharing it with anybody else until last week. I was watching a video from a channeler, and she does tarot, and she literally recited word for word a vision I had in a meditation last year. Now, I don't know how we can explain this, but it simply has emphasized to me that there is a unity consciousness, that when we all vibrate on the same level, we tap into the same messages from universe, from our spirit guides. We start sharing the same consciousness because we are all connected. We all came from the same source. So as we start to live in a more loving way and raise our vibration and get out of that horrible dense energy of negative thinking, of fear, of doubt, of worry, we naturally start to elevate. So I've decided, or rather maybe I think Spirit Universe has decided, it's time to start sharing these messages that I'm getting with you. Because I know certainly in this past week, I have had constant affirmations from other people that I don't even friggin' know, who are literally reciting back to me thoughts that I've had, channeled messages that I've written down, things that I've never shared with anybody. They are saying to me word for word, which kind of freaked me out. But then the message I got was, you're a vessel, your voice is what we're using, and it's time to share these messages, because I know how helpful it's been for me when other people have shared it. So I figure this is what I'm supposed to be doing now. So I'm excited, nervous, but basically, yeah, now I'm going to start sharing any channeled messages that I get with you guys. So the first one being, this full moon solar eclipse is about letting go of all of the old negative parts of ourselves, the shadow parts that we don't like. And that's usually things like things that are holding us back, fears and doubts and negative thinking, limiting beliefs. It's time to let that shit go. You've dragged it around for long enough now. It's time to step into a whole brand new beginning. And ironically, this is funny, right? Everything I've been hearing lately is about a new beginning. Guess what? I don't know if you can see that. I recently had that tattoo done. Me and my friend got a joint tattoo, and it was because we were entering a new phase of our life, and that tattoo symbolizes new beginnings. Now, how friggin' freaky is that I get that done last Friday, and every day since, I have heard people channeling new beginnings. Another incident happened with 2 days ago was my birthday on the 6th of April. And I announced that it was my rebirth day because it was me stepping into a whole new version of me. I was letting go of that old shit, and I was basically birthing myself again into this whole new person, into this whole new life that I am now going to manifest and create for myself. And I called it my rebirth day. And then Sunday and today, all I've had are people reciting back to me that word, rebirth, rebirthing. Today is rebirthing. And I was like, oh my God. So when you get things like that, you can't help but think this is all batshit crazy, but there has to be an explanation somewhere. So I'm going with the fact that it's the divine channeling messages and we're all sharing the information. So, as I said, this full moon solar eclipse is literally about letting go of the old past ways of you. And it's time. You've carried around long enough. Let that shit go. Whether it's an old relationship, whether it's an old way of thinking, could be a job. I'm not saying go and quit your job tomorrow by any means, but it's time to start really getting into here, really getting into you, yourself, who the fuck you are and what it is you want out of life. Why are you holding back? Because our souls came here to experience what it is to be human, to experience every part of life. That's the dark and the light. And for anybody that always says, I've had a really shit experience, well, guess what? You can't enjoy the blessings of the light until you've been through the darkness. And believe me, I've gone through some dark shit. But I am so grateful and so thankful for all of that I went through, because it makes me appreciate the light even more. You don't experience love until you've really known fear. You can't experience the wonder of joy until you've known the absolute hell of depression. So you have to have that yin and yang. And what this full moon solar eclipse, the message that I've been getting is it's about integration. It's integrating the three key parts, which is that we are a soul in a human body with a mind. There are three key elements. And what most of us will do is we will live from the mind. We are controlled by our thoughts. We are controlled by our emotions. We are controlled by everything that happens to us in our experiences, and then it gets stuck and programmed into here, and we live our lives on a program of fear and doubt and worry and anxiety and depression and all of that shit that we don't need anymore, rather than tapping into who we are truly at the soul, which is unconditional love. It's the highest frequency there is. So how do we get there? Feel into it. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? What excites you? What lights you up? What makes you feel passion? And it doesn't... See, a lot of the time, we'll get into it later, but there's a whole thing about, you shouldn't rely on external things. So you should never rely on a person to make you happy. You should feel happy no matter what. And it's discovering what makes you happy, what lights you up, what is a bonus to your life. Because relying on other people to make you happy, to say that I'll only be happy if that person is here, or I'll only be happy if I live in that kind of house or drive that kind of car, is a false sense of happiness. It's to be happy and to be self-loving, which I know a lot of people aren't really great with, but to get into that place of, I fucking love myself. I love who I am. I like who I am. I know who I am. And that's what I'm going to share with the world. Be authentically you. If you are a crazy, kooky cat person, embrace it. If you're somebody who loves trains, I'm a train spotter. I love it. Me and my son go train spotting and I embrace it and I tell the world about it and I don't care. If you're someone who actually really loves ballet and yet all your friends are into hip hop, fucking own it. Own it. Because believe me, the truth and authenticity sets you free. So whatever you've been holding back and pushing down and suppressing, whatever dreams you've been putting off, whatever goals you've been putting off, whatever opportunities you keep knocking away because you're friggin' scared because you doubt that you're good enough, because you wonder if it's even possible. It's time to let that shit go. So the first message I got was this integration. As I said, integrating your mind, body, and soul, understanding that you are a soul of pure unconditional love. That is what you need to radiate out, and that is what you need to feel within. That you are in this human body to experience life. So if you are not fully living, you're not living your purpose. And that you have this mind, but that you are not the mind. Do not let this control you. And the key way to understand that is when you have a thought, do you ever notice that you're the one that can observe the thought? Which means that you are not the thought itself. So you can control what thoughts you have. You can control what programming goes on. So when you have a thought that says, no one's going to fancy you, you know that that's a false thought because you can see the thought. And you can reprogram that. There will be loads of other videos that I'll share about how you do that, but primarily this is the message I've got. Also, we are taught to have no expectations, no attachments to things. And that's really hard for people, to not feel attached to their phone, not feel attached to a person or attached to a lifestyle, to feel like if they don't have it, that they're not worth anything or they can't be happy without it. And that's a really big lesson that we've all got to get through right now. And it came to me that the word next, N-E-X-T, is an abbreviation of no expectation. Because you think about it, we say, hey, what's next? What's coming next? Who's next? And basically it's saying, well, what is next? What is unexpected? Who is unexpected? And there is no expectation in the unexpected because we don't know what's coming. And therein lies the fear of the unknown, the fear of what's over there, because you can't see it, you don't know. It's about really just taking that leap and going for it, knowing that you are gonna be okay no matter what. Because believe me, if you have a fear of stepping into the unknown or a fear of chasing a dream, a fear of change, can I just tell you that the worst thing that you should be scared of is that in a year from now, you're going to be in exactly the same place you are right now. And if that doesn't scare you, if that doesn't fill you with dread, the thought that a year from now, you're going to be doing the same shit with the same people in the same place, the same times, reliving like a Groundhog Day, and you're okay with that, you got to do some serious inner asking. So don't be afraid of change because it's the only constant. Every day changes, you know, the weather changes, people change, life changes, everything changes. Change is not to be feared, change is to be embraced. That is how we grow. So there's also a part where there may be parts of yourself that you've been trying to hide, parts of yourself that you maybe feel embarrassed about, or there's a side to yourself that you've really pushed away. Usually it's an inner child part of yourself. For me, it's this wild child part of me, this impulsive, childlike kind of, you know, I don't give a shit kind of attitude. I have pushed her down for quite a while during this journey. And I think it's because I've been protecting her from all the purging and the shit that's been coming up, because I wanted to keep her pure and protected. But now I'm feeling like it's time to bring her back. I've been so serious throughout this journey. Now I just want to get out there and just live and be free and have fun and excitement and be with my friends and hopefully be with my soulmate. But we'll see how that develops. So yes, if there's a part of yourself that you have been hiding, it's time to let it out. It's time to let that baby shine. Whatever part of that is, obviously providing it's a good part. You know, if there's the serial killer part of yourself that wants to go out and start, you know, mass murdering, then fuck no. Keep that one under wraps. But you know what I mean. If there's a part of you that really wants to start living, expressing who you are, your sense of humor, your passions, your excitement, your inner child, your quirky natures, your goofy, you know, mannerisms, do it. Embrace it. Let it be a part of you. Gratitude is another thing. I do a gratitude prayer every day. I usually do it every morning and every evening. Just literally saying all the things that you are grateful for having right now. And that is the fastest way to get into your heart space and get into that loving energy. Start listing all the things that you are grateful for having in your life right now. Start listing all the things that you are grateful about yourself. What do you love about yourself? What do you like about yourself? Remind yourself every day of all the things you are grateful for. Another one is about stability. It's about really laying these solid foundations within yourself, finding what makes you feel secure and stable for yourself. And I don't mean like, I feel stable when I'm in a relationship, or I feel stable when my money's okay. I have that too, where I feel like I feel more confident when I'm in a relationship, or I know when I've got my money together that I do feel more secure, obviously. But it's more about really understanding that you're okay, that you are okay, and that, yeah, basically you just find that inner confidence, that inner stability, that groundedness, that sense of, I got this. Really working on that, because that kind of energy is actually going to help you create more stability in your home life, in your relationships, and in your money and in your career. So find it within you, however that comes about. For me, it's meditating, it's getting out in nature, and sometimes it's about talking to people about it. So if it's something you obviously would love to discuss, then, by all means, you can get in touch with me, and, I offer one-to-one coaching, so it's something we can work on. April is spring, and it's all about planting seeds. Planting seeds of inspiration, ideas, thoughts, things that you want to achieve throughout the rest of this year and beyond. This is the month to start making those steps. It can be something tiny, like literally just sending an email, picking up the phone and calling someone, making inquiries, writing a list of things, getting it out there, ready, because May, things are going to start growing. And if you plant the right seeds now, and I mean the right seeds, not seeds of doubt and seeds of fear, remember, we're getting rid of that shit. It's seeds of growth, seeds of possibility, seeds of success. Start putting those dreams and goals into action now. I think I've gone through most of that. Oh, we talk about alignment again. The alignment phase is key now as well. It's aligning yourself with kind of your, I want to say life's purpose, but that's really crap thing to say. It's more about aligning yourself with what makes you happy. Generally, just at the end of the day, what makes you happy? What kind of things bring you joy each day, and doing more of it, and finding a way of aligning that with your long-term goals. Like, alignment can mean so many things, but it literally is getting into alignment with yourself, as we said, about the soul, the body, and the mind. Alignment with your path. Are you going in the right direction? Are you in a career or a job that's actually a stepping stone to somewhere bigger that you want to get to? Are you looking at like a long-term goal and saying, well, I may be here, which is okay, but it's going to get me there, and there is where I want to get to. So this is fine. I am on the right path here. The way to identify if you are in alignment is, are you getting green lights or are you getting red lights? Matthew McConaughey has sort of coined this phrase, but it's literally, if you're doing something and all you're getting is blocks, negativity, things keep going wrong no matter what you try and do, things don't keep working out, everything feels so fucking exhaustive. If that's happening, it's time to let that go and shift focus, go in a different direction. And you'll know when you're in alignment, because this happens. If you're feeling more of this, you're in alignment. When you're feeling happy, excited, joyful, passionate, when things that you're doing motivate you and inspire you, when you start taking actions and things just start unfolding and happening, and opportunities come and experiences happen and doors open that weren't there before, you got your green lights. Follow that path. So start getting into the direction and understand What is happening in your life, in your relationships, in your home, your family, your career, where you're getting green lights and you're getting red lights, and follow the green. Whenever you're getting blocked, it's time to go in a different direction. And if you are starting to feel a sense of frustration right now, if you're someone like me, I've had it, where you're impatient, you can feel this bubbling frustration, this like, just fucking hurry up already. If you're feeling that, know that you are literally on the verge of breaking through something else. Whatever it is, it could be, I don't know, it could be something you've been manifesting if you are manifesting. It could be a change in your career, a change in your finances. It could be a move. It could be a new relationship. It could be anything that you have in your heart been desiring. Really, when we manifest from here. The ideas happen here, but we manifest from our heart because it's something we truly want. And if you didn't feel it, it wouldn't already exist, right? This is how you look at things. So when you want something and you really want it with all your heart, that's because it already exists. That's because it is meant for you. And this comes down to something called divine timing. So this frustration is that buildup of energy because you can feel it coming. You can feel it there. It's literally, you could grasp it. But in this, what we call this 3D reality, in our life reality, because there is the 3D, which is now, and there's the 5D, which is kind of like, your spiritual realm. Our subconscious and our soul exists in the 5D. That's where, all these amazing things come from. That's where our intuition and psychic abilities tap into. It tends to be where sometimes we go at night when we dream. But the 3D is the reality in front of you. It's the things you can touch. So what happens is this frustration builds up because energetically you're feeling that thing that's breaking through. You're feeling it's literally there. It's like electricity in the air, but you can't see it. It's just not there to physically grab hold of, and it's frustrating, believe me. That is the time when you just literally need to keep affirming to yourself, it is here, it is done, it is now, just flow. And shift your focus onto anything and everything that you can do that just calms you, grounds you, and just makes you smile, just makes you happy. Even if that's just, a cup of coffee in the morning, a sunset, walking your dog, going for a swim, anything like that can just really just calm those anxious feelings. And just know it's coming, all right? It's coming. Divine timing is simply, it's alignment. Because if you're someone who really wants to, be a millionaire, but your mindset is poor, you can't be a millionaire. You got to have the mindset and the feeling of being a millionaire to attract millions of pounds. If you're someone that wants to be in a stable, loving relationship, but you're fucking all over the place, an emotional wreck, you're not going to attract that. You're going to attract more instability. So this is what we mean about alignment. When you get into alignment, when you are fully in touch with who you are and you know yourself and you love yourself, you're going to attract what matches you. And that divine timing is literally waiting on you. So if there's something you really want, get into alignment with it. Be and feel the person that already has it, and then it can all come together. So I just wanted to do a last channel message. So last year, I had this vision that I was told I was a lighthouse, and I just had to stand still and pour love within. I had these beacons of light around me that were my soul tribe. Again, we were told to just stand still and people will come to us. People who were going to help on this spiritual journey. And I told my friend yesterday, I said, this phase that we're in now is the cleanup operation. It's about tidying up. It's about cleaning up the wounds and finally, once and for all, getting rid of all those infected, deadwood feelings and thoughts that we've had, cleaning up. It's just literally tidying everything away and getting ready for this new beginning. And I thought I'd share these 3 oracle cards with you that I picked. This is my unicorn deck. I didn't pick, sorry. I shuffled and these flew out. So the first one, new opportunities, obviously is backwards. Sorry about that. The second one was pool of Christ light. And the third one was divine potential. So in summary, this is going to highlight what I've just been talking about. The new opportunities card is about tidying up and clearing away the old clutter, all your beliefs and negativity. It's about planting the right seeds to grow bigger and bloom. So is your job, your friends, love life, home, and everything else that you are dealing with right now actually in alignment with you and helping you on your journey? It's time to release the old crap so that you can make way for new, bigger, better opportunities to come in. Remove what is no longer aligned with you and become aligned with what it is you want to achieve. I can't make this shit up. I'm so sorry. I'm not really. This is what I mean. When you channel, you get these messages and then something happens and it affirms it. So the pool of Christ light, the purest love, the power to heal and dissolve blocks, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, by replacing them with love. Radiate love, embody and practice that energy of love. Begin to see it, hear it, feel it, and speak it. Radiate that energy of love to others, and it will bring you closer to your dreams. Divine potential was the last card, and it's all about destiny. When we incarnate into this world, we have a blueprint of the things that we want to experience and what we're going to achieve in this life. That is how you know when you have a dream or a desire that's deep within you. That's part of your blueprint. So it's time to examine your life and step into your gifts and talents and explore the deeper part of you. Think bigger and go bigger. If you've been seeking for more, it's time to go for it. Those visions and dreams that you have been longing for are ready now. Follow your excitement and joy. Start to spread your wings. Go boldly and fearlessly. It is time to fly. So there we go. That's your confirmation. So on this full moon eclipse, let go of what no longer serves you. Get rid of the crap. Take that leap of faith. Start putting those steps and actions into place now. It doesn't have to be massive, honestly. Sometimes we think about the bigger picture and it gets too overwhelming. I know, I've been doing it myself lately. Just take those tiny little steps, little baby steps, one at a time. Start making a list and start ticking it off. Walk towards your dreams and your goals and your future as much as you possibly can this April. Over these coming days, your energy, you may feel it, you may not. But it is a time for rebirth, new beginnings, and becoming the person that your soul came in this earth to become. So be your authentic self. Love your true authentic self and share that with the world, because the world is ready for it and you are ready for it too. So no more hiding and no more running away. Your dreams and your goals are here right now. They're ready for you. They're waiting for you. And you are so loved and so protected and so guided. So look for the signs. Look for the green lights. Go where you're guided. Follow that intuition, that gut pull. Follow your heart. And watch how that fucking amazing dreams and desires start to unfold. And when they do, definitely leave me a comment and let me know what's happening. If there's anything that I've discussed that you found helpful, please let me know. And yeah, I think we should all just at least put a comment down below that says, my dreams are now. Blessings to you all. I hope you have an amazing eclipse, and remember, over the next couple of days, keep that energy grounded. stay in the energy of love, and know that all is well. And I hope you will join me for more of these videos as they come. Take care. Bye.